ShipShape TV is brought to you by SureHold. Clean and simple. Make sure to subscribe to be notified of the latest ShipShape TV content.
What everybody's looking at is a trolling motor, and this particular one is from a company called Minn Kota. The series is called the Edge, and this is a 45-45. And Brian, what does that mean to people?
It's got a 45 pounds of thrust, and the shaft length is 45 inches long. And on this boat, that's going to be plenty for it to scoot along.
Well, good day, you made it. Hi, I'm John Greviskis. This is Bryan Farrell.
Hey, everybody.
And where we're at today is in Tupper Lake, New York. We're in the Adirondacks. And this is my 16-foot AlumaCraft, and we put in a custom casting platform a few years back. And you'll notice how it's kind of recessed into the boat a little bit. Brian, we have to somehow creatively mount the base for this trolling motor and raise it up so that the shaft can actually swing over clean and get down.
And lock into
straight
place,
up and down. Yeah. And we're going to have to get creative here. And we're going to be showing you kind of what we're going to be doing to accomplish that. But also, if you see these accessories out in front, these are from a company called Bob's Machine Shop. And these are accessories for trolling motors. And if you recall, about a year ago, those guys are here and they helped us with a jack plate on the boat. Well, today's topic is trolling motors, and we need to work out a little trade-off. We've got to get all of you to spend the next 30 minutes with us as we're working around the boat. And then in exchange, we're going to be letting you in on a whole lot more ways to do what, Brian?
Keep your boat ship-shape.
This episode of ShipShape TV is brought to you by SureHold Industries, helping you keep your boat clean and simple.
Welcome back. It's time to get into today's project with John.
Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Bryan Farrell, and today John has tasked me with installing this Minn Kota Edge trolling motor onto the AlumaCraft. Standing with me is Steve Pelini with Bob's Machine Shop.
Hello.
And today he is going to graciously help me out with this install. If you guys don't know, Bob's Machine Shop is very involved with the performance fishing market. And because of that, Steven has had a little bit more experience with trolling motors and installs, and he's going to help guide me through this process on the best way to get this installed on this boat.
Yeah. I mean, you and John hit the nail on the head before. You got to get up to clear this gunnel. So we have to figure out a way to raise it. We have to consider a few ideas this morning. We're talking about possibly through bolting it onto this gunnel. The issue we run into then is too much of the frame here hanging over.
Yeah, it ends up sticking out to like here. And that can be an issue with docking, or as simple as the cover won't fit the boat any longer.
So we came up with a great idea of using some Kusa board we found in John's garage. We've put it through the table saw to rip it up into some size, and we're going to fabricate a little mounting platform here for it.
Now, why are we running at an angle instead of kind of straight off one side?
Well, we want to maximize the deck space for the angler, as much room as you have for casting, for keeping your equipment, your lures, everything laid out, ready to go. So the more deck space you have, the better.
Okay. So this morning we ended up cutting the starboard into like 5.5 by 6.5 blocks. And we're going to use these to make a large block to mount to the deck here. And it's going to allow this bracket for the trolling motor to sit at the proper height and proper angle to where it'll function. If we could kind of go ahead and mock this up real quick, so we could show what we're accomplishing. So by mounting it like this, you can see that the motor is barely overhanging the side of the boat, and that's going to allow, you know, more maneuverability. It's not going to get in the way while docking and all that. And we've also got it sitting up high enough off the deck that if we could go ahead and try to show the swing of this. The motor's gonna clear and
come down, no problem.
Lock down into place, perfect.
Yeah, so I think this is the way for us to go about getting it done. It shouldn't be too hard.
Yeah, it's an easy install. We went ahead and cut these blocks already. We just have to screw them to one another and fix them to the deck, and then screw the mounting bracket into these blocks and into this aluminum plate up front. You know, I think it's going to be plenty strong, and it's going to allow us to get on the water and do a little bit more fishing without scaring the fish away by throwing an anchor or starting up the outboard.
Absolutely.
We got the trolling motor mounted, and it works like an absolute dream. You know, it's very sturdy, sitting at the right height, everything's functional. So the next step in our process is to go ahead and get the foot control mounted, as well as that pedestal seat that we were talking about. Now, what would be the first step?
I'll go ahead and start with the pedestal seat.
Okay.
That way we can use that as a frame of reference for where we want the foot control.
Okay. Now I see you've got it set up kind of here. Is that where we're mounting it?
Yeah, we're going to keep it centered in the boat. Just people are always scared to drill into the deck of their boat.
Yeah.
So it's as easy as you can make it though. You use a tape measure, make sure it's good in center. Go ahead, mark and drill.
All right, so we've got a 3-inch hole saw here that we're going to go ahead and open up a hole that this section of the pedestal seat can go ahead and drop down into. And then we've got 6 holes for screws to go ahead and mount it, you know, flush down to the deck. And then in the middle here, we've got the little hole that the pedestal itself sits in, and the seat goes on top of that.
Correct.
So once we've got that mounted, we're going to use that as a place of orientation for the foot control. What's the, you know, the most popular place to put these? I know in the bass world, foot controlled motors are probably more prevalent than a hand controlled tiller.
Yeah, people really like the foot control units. They do keep them in the center of the boat as well. That way, whether you're fishing off the right side of your bow or the left side, you can turn and use either foot.
Okay.
As well as you get tired and fatigued throughout the day, you can switch.
Yeah, I understand. I can imagine that would happen.
Yeah, you're standing on it all day and turning it, be it. So you want to be able to keep yourself comfortable and standing as long as possible, catch as many fish.
Of course.
So.
As far as how far to put it away from the pedestal seat, that's just comfort?
That's comfort. That's, you know, how tall the boater is.
Okay, so you know, we're kind of thinking center line, enough to where you're not cramped.
Yes, sir.
All right, simple enough. Now once we get this mounted down, this is a couple of screws as well. Next step is going to be wiring it. And all we have is 2 wires. It looks very simple.
Yep, and it is that simple. Some people will put a plug on a female male so they can disconnect and take it out of their boat.
Mm-hmm.
We're just going to hardwire it to the battery, so we've gone ahead and we've got some extra length of wire. Going to rig up our own wiring harness and run it on back to the battery.
Yep, yeah, the battery in this boat's at the very stern, backed out the motor and the jack plate, and we're actually going to tie into that same battery.
Yeah, that's what's cool with this being a 12-volt system, is that we don't need to add extra batteries or add more weight to this. We can just run it to the single battery, and I think it'll give us plenty of juice for the day.
So it's simple. We just got to splice into this, drill a hole underneath the deck, and then kind of run it underneath the subfloor all the way back to the battery. New terminals, good to go, and then we'll be functioning.
Yep.
All right. Well, guys, stay tuned. We'll be right back right after this.
Wait, don't skip ahead. We've got a free gift for you. Hi, I'm Barry Burhoff, president of Surehold Industries, and we've been the leader in boat care for over half a century. And today, we want to share our free gift with you, Surehold's Essential Boat Care Guide and Checklist. By clicking this link above, you'll discover comprehensive tips from engine maintenance to effortless washing, ensuring your boat stays ship shape. So don't miss out. Download your free Surehold Maintenance Guide now so we can help you keep your boat clean and simple.
Welcome back. You're watching Ship Shape TV. Boat improvement made easy.
Hey John, I want to welcome you out to Lake Murray again. How about this rear seat?
You know, this is kind of why you buy a pleasure boat, all right? Get away from work, get out on the water, cool down in the summertime, escape all the pressures of life. And man, we are doing some ultimate chillaxing on this brand new 2020 Sea Hunt. And who we again have on the program, this is Robbie Coates. Robbie is the national sales manager, okay, for Sea Hunt. We're on Lake Murray. This is beautiful in South Carolina,
yes,
man.
It is.
We're just outside of Columbia. This is where they build the Sea Hunts. And Robbie, we're doing the ultimate chillaxing here with these footrests. And I want to talk about the owner. I want to talk about his inventions, okay? He is a mastermind when it comes to creature comforts on a boat. What are we resting our feet on, my friend?
Well, you know, Bubba is a pretty incredible guy, and he comes up with these brainstorm ideas, and they're really neat. These are footrests that we've incorporated into our Ultra series. This particular one is a bait tank leaning post with our captain's chairs, and it does have the pull-out footrest on the back. We also build it in a mezzanine that has a rear-facing seat.
Okay, well this particular setup is like the ultimate bait prep station, okay?
Right.
You have places for your fishing hooks and for your knives, your fillet knives, your pliers, you've got drink holders, you've got an amazing live well back behind the actual rocket launcher, and then Bubba's of Niche again, okay, these pop-out footrests that recess, okay, when you're fishing, okay, they're out of the way, but when you want to chillax back here, I love this back bench seat.
It really is.
I haven't noticed it before on the 235, the seat that you're in. Please, that's different. What's going on?
Well, for 2020, this was another Bubba idea. And we've come out with this companion seat. So it's a really nice rounded seat. It's got some really nice recline to it, and it's got your drink holder right here. It's just the ultimate comfort.
Okay, back behind us, Sea Hunt only uses the best gear. Okay,
Right.
all of your boats are powered by Yamaha. What's the horsepower on this particular 235?
This is an XCA. We only use XCA motors, which are digital throttle, fly-by-wire engines. This particular engine is a 250 horsepower V6.
Okay, and this is Yamaha. That's all you guys
Absolutely
go
Yamaha.
with. I haven't seen this before either on the 23-foot boat, Robbie, and it's right to your right. Okay, that door. Tell us about it.
Well, to my knowledge, John, we're the only people that are making a 23-foot boat with a side entry door. And that side entry door is referred to in many different types of logos. It uses a dog door. It uses a older folks door. It uses a tuna door, a dive door, a children's door. You're carrying a cooler on board. It's very easy to go transition from boat to boat or from dock to dock.
I have not seen it before on a 23, and I'm very impressed. Now, you guys are very well known for just integrating standard features to where people don't get nickeled and dimed to death by options,
Right.
accessories, okay? Let's talk about what comes standard in the 235, okay? And especially get into that fiberglass hardtop. That is beautiful.
Yes, this top is standard on this boat, along with the tempered glass enclosure for this year. It is all tempered glass. The misting system is standard with the hardtop, along with an extra set of speakers, so it gives you a total of 6 speakers. The JL audio system is standard on this boat.
Okay, do you have the wireless charging like we have shown before in previous episodes on other model Sea Hunts on this particular model?
We have it on this particular model, and every model we have has that wireless charger.
The electronics, okay? What's standard?
Standard on this boat, you can either go to from a 9-inch unit or a 12-inch unit. We're Garmin, and we do offer Simrad. Garmin is about 90% of our business right now, but electronics are going to come standard on this boat.
You mentioned those misters, and for people that don't really understand how it works, is it kind of atomizes water, okay, like at a theme park.
Right.
And it shoots out a mist, and it drops the temperature like 15 to 20 degrees, and it comes standard in this. Oh my gosh, it is fantastic. Bubba also incorporated and invented the forward seating.
He did.
Okay, with those backrests and everything. This configuration is different though underneath the upholstery. Can you explain that to everybody?
Well, what we did, John, years ago, Bubba came up with the idea to build 2 fish boxes up front, a 90 quart and a 140 quart, and he's angled them into a position that Mom gets the ultimate wide seating with very long leg room up front. But when those are removed and Dad wants to go fishing, guess what? You've got a great casting platform up front.
Okay, now this is called the Ultra.
It's the Ultra.
Okay, and that's an acronym. And what does that stand for?
It stands for the ultimate lifestyle that's really affordable.
Okay, you get a lot with this 23. I really want to talk about the brand loyalty that people have, you know, with their particular boat brand. You have sold more fiberglass boats in the last 15 years from like 18 to 30 foot than anybody in the country. There's so many customers that really want the cool apparel like you're wearing. You got the hat, you have the Sea Hunt shirts, you know, you got t-shirts, you've got ladies, you've got men's, but how do people actually get that? You know, maybe they want that sticker for the back of their pickup truck. I mean, it's cool. People really gravitate towards their passion, which is their pleasure boat. You're like #1.
Well, John, we found out that our customers are extremely loyal, and they do want Sea Hunt apparel. They want things with Sea Hunt on them. We found out years ago that we're not very good at apparel, so we teamed up this year with Local Boy Outfitters. They're right here in Columbia, South Carolina. They do a dynamite job on this apparel. You can go to our website, go onto our apparel store, and there's plenty of apparel from children, mom, dad. There's shirts, hats, winter gear, summer gear. It's all right there, and there's more to come every single day.
Guys, there's another reason you might want to think about investing in a Sea Hunt. I'm talking about resale value, okay? A lot of families, they'll get into a boat like this, 23-foot boat. Kids get a little bit bigger, they're growing, okay? In 3-4 years, they're thinking about getting a larger size boat. So you really want to go with a brand that you're going to get maximum resale value, so that when you step up, you're not getting crushed. You're not going to be upside down, okay? And that's a key thing. Where can people get more information on the new Ultra 235 for 2020?
John, the best place is to go to our website. It's SeaHuntBoats.com. There's a dealer locator list on there, and it'll put you in touch with a dealer that's very local to you. We'll get you out on the water and let you try one out.
Robbie, thanks so much for the look around. Guys, don't forget, go to the YouTube channel, ShipShape TV, and hit subscribe. We'll be back right after this.
That's right, in my world, it takes an entire village to raise a boat. More guest experts from the marine industry right after this.
The SureHold One Bucket System is your storage and detailing solution, featuring an ergonomic corrosion-free rope handle, a bucket caddy to organize your supplies and lift them out with ease, a bucket grate to elevate your wash tools out of dirty water with integrated soap measuring cups, a bucket base that won't let your bucket scratch, tip, or slip, and a bucket lid that keeps tools secure and doubles as a comfortable seat. The SureHold One Bucket System, the world's best rope handle 5-gallon bucket. SureHold, clean and simple.
Welcome back. You're tuned into ShipShape TV, America's favorite boat improvement show.
Welcome back. We've had Steve Pelini on the program with us today here at ShipShape TV from Bob's Machine Shop. And trolling motors, you know, the blades are not the most accurate, if you will. They're plastic. You can get some vibration and everything else. We teased at the beginning of the program, Stephen, about some of your accessories for trolling motors to solve some different issues. What's this first?
So this is our balance
product right here.
Trolling motor prop nut. It's a large, accurate CNC machine prop nut that has a lot of mass and a lot of balance to it. And when you put it on the front of it, it works like a harmonic dampener in a car. It's going to take a lot of the vibrations out of your prop out to get you running a little bit quieter into the shallows and not spook off the fish.
What are we looking at price-wise?
45 bucks.
All right. Now, say for example, we get into some weeds. We want to raise the shaft, okay? What we have currently, original, is a thumb knob, okay? Thumb screw knob. All right, what do you have that really quickens up the process if you have to clear any type of weed, any type of fishing line? What is this all about?
So this is the quick slip cam lever. It works similar to like a bicycle seat, where you're going to replace that wing nut with this cam lever, stainless steel, made for marine environment. You just pop it open, change your height, lock it down. No more hang off the bow dealing with the thumb screw, just 2 seconds to change your height.
Okay, to pull the actual, the head of the motor out of the water, there's a T-handle and a rope. You guys make an accessory. This is like, you call it the Big D, but this isn't a T-handle, this is a D-handle, but it's not rope that you're using. What is this all about, and why is it so much more secure?
So it's stainless steel, it's vinyl coated, so it still looks great, but it's stainless steel, so it's not going to break, it's not going to go bad with sun and UV, salt water. It's an injection molded nylon handle with a comfort grip, so it's just much stronger. The cable's molded into the handle so it won't break out. Really, really secure piece.
We're putting all 3 accessories onto this trolling motor. If somebody at home wanted one of these accessories, where would we lead them?
You can go to bobsmachine.com.
Well guys, they're forecasting rain for the next 4 days, but we're here at the boat ramp just to give you a little demonstration of some of the accessories that we put onto our new trolling motor from Minn Kota. And Steve, I was wondering if we could start off here with this prop nut. How does that make it easier to clear weeds if you ever get them tangled up?
So the great part about it, it's all going to be done by hand, so you no longer need to use a ratchet. It just going to by hand unscrew this off, pop your prop off, clear any lines. Nice and easy. You line the shear pin back up,
right?
Put it back on, throw your washer on, and by hand just go till it's snug. You don't need to crank it down, and you're done.
We
Back on the
took
water.
off the D handle with the rope, or I mean the T handle with the rope, and we put on your D handle. Demonstrate that, and how with the stainless steel cable, it's so much.
Yeah, just give a nice little pop. You get your trolling motor deployed, and you are good to go. Nice comfort handle.
All right, now if you're coming across a stump or a rock, how do we adjust the height up or down?
So you're just gonna open up the cam lever, and you're ready to go. Just nice, quick, easy adjustments.
Well, Steve, we got to thank you, everybody at Bow's Machine Shop. We had Robbie
Pleasure.
Coates on the program today. So many experts from the marine industry, but unfortunately, that's why they call it fishing instead of catching, because we're not going out, and trust me, the odds of you catching a fish greatly increase when you actually have a line in the water. That's not going to be the case today, but hey, I'm John Greviskis. We're all out of time. We will see you on the next go around.
This episode of ShipShape TV has been brought to you by SureHold. Don't forget to subscribe to be notified of newly uploaded ShipShape TV episodes.